But they kicked me out from like delayed entry processing system because like this same FBI label. I wanted to join the United States Army.
You're angry about what I said on my live stream, whatever I joked and said about your culture. Do you really think punching me in the face is gonna make me say, oh my God, I'm so sorry? No, it's gonna make me like, yo, f this country more, f these people, I don't care, I'm gonna go crazy.
Hank Yoo has officially become a target in South Korea. And no, this isn't an exaggeration. People are furious, not because of some random rumor, but because of what he's been doing behind the scenes. You might be wondering, why would South Koreans go after him if he isn't even facing legal punishment right now? The answer is simple. Hank Yoo's connection to Johnny Somali, the man who turned Korea into his playground of chaos. Johnny Somali is still around today because of Hank Yoo. And while Johnny became the public villain, Hank quietly moved in the shadows, pulling strings, committing questionable acts, and possibly hiding far darker secrets. If those secrets ever come out before Hank finds a way to escape Korea, his entire world could collapse. That's why he's now at the center of public outrage. So why exactly is Hank Yoo in this position? Let's break it down. First, South Koreans already despise him because of the way he speaks about their country. While living in Korea, he constantly spreads hate, pushing the idea that Korea shouldn't even be independent.
Korea should not be independent of either China or America because Korea will be poor as.
Imagine living in a country and openly bashing its independence. That's a quick way to make people furious. And then there's his military service. As everyone knows, military service is mandatory for South Korean men, but Hank avoided it. Instead of serving his own country, he claimed he dreamed of joining the U.S. Army Rangers. On a podcast, he even bragged about how badly he wanted to become a ranger.
I wanted to join the United States Army so badly. Like I wanted to be a ranger.
U.S. Army Ranger. Okay.
U.S. Army Ranger, yeah.
Think about how absurd that sounds. America literally deported him as a criminal, yet he still talks about wanting to serve in the American military. Meanwhile, he completely ignored his obligation in South Korea. To many people, that's not just hypocritical, it's insulting. But it doesn't stop there. Hank once said he wanted to sue the FBI because, according to him, they unfairly labeled him as mentally defective.
But they kicked me out from like delayed entry processing system because like this same FBI label, you know, the same FBI label labeling me adjudicated mentally defective that's started my American federal case.
So the FBI labeled you as what?
Adjudicated mentally defective.
So what are you going to do about it? Can you do anything?
I'm suing them.
You're suing the FBI.
The irony is painful. He's rejected by one country, avoids duty in another, yet somehow convinces himself he's the victim of injustice. Now where does Johnny Somali fit into all of this? This is where things get darker. Hank wasn't just a friend to Johnny Somali, he was his lifeline. He gave him shelter, money, and even acted as his so-called legal guardian in Korea.
I'm still a student. I'm not a rich man, right? But I have sacrificed my finances.
You're my designated legal guardian, right?
Yes.
Whenever Johnny faced trouble, Hank was there pressuring lawyers, spending money, and defending him at all costs.
Yeah, you know, he was pressured by Hank's family to be a part of this case.
아련 검사요?
So what is he saying, Hank?
Why would Hank do this? Well, maybe because Johnny Somali going down could drag Hank down with him. If Johnny got locked up, maybe details about Hank's involvement would surface. So instead, Hank did everything possible to shield him. He even provided financial backing. Rumors say he may have poured in as much as $20,000 into covering Johnny's costs. That's not just support, that's investment. Which raises the question, what was Hank expecting in return? And let's not forget, Hank encouraged Johnny Somali's crimes. While Johnny would disrespect Korea, harass people, or pull stunts on live streams, Hank would brush it off as a joke.
It's not supposed to be taken serious.
This is a joke. Don't take it seriously.
Look, I don't think I take anything serious that we do on stream.
But that mindset is exactly why so many lines were crossed. He wasn't just standing by, he was fueling the chaos. Even when Johnny openly admitted to breaking laws, Hank supported him. He helped him create new YouTube accounts under Hank's own name, so they couldn't get banned. Johnny himself bragged about this, confirming that Hank was the one enabling him to continue.
He's been to the immigration offices many times with me. So if I do go on the run or go jump the DMZ, jump the border, and disappear, this is actually my he's my official legal guardian in Korea.
So I'm legally defending Johnny, kind of. So I guess I'm Jewish too.
I made a new YouTube and I put in Hank's name, you know what I mean? So technically it's Hank's channel, right? I'm gonna just name it Johnny Jewish. So how are they gonna ban me? It's Hank's channel.
Without Hank, Johnny Somali's online presence probably would have been erased much earlier. And yet, when people look at the consequences, almost everything falls under Johnny Somali's name. Hank walks away untouched, hiding in the background, while Johnny takes the blame. It's a clever tactic, but one that South Koreans are starting to see through. There's also Hank's obsession with suing people. Legal Mindset, a well-known content creator, even spoke out about how shameless Hank is.
It's not just me. I would love to make this about, it's not just me. He wants to sue Atozi. He wants to sue 15 Minutes. He wants to sue all the Korean streamers.
For Hank, lawsuits weren't about justice. They were about silencing people and making money. With all this stacked up, it's no surprise South Koreans are fed up. They see him as the man behind Johnny Somali, the enabler, the shadow figure. And the anger is boiling over. Remember, Johnny himself once admitted that he and Hank constantly felt like they were being watched on the streets, like someone might attack them at any moment.
It's really real. I really have motherfuckers stalking me and trying to kill me and following my life like it's a Truman Show TV show. So it's not like I'm mentally crazy. This is real shit. I sometimes motherfuckers are following me. Hello. Hi. What is this drunk ass? What's up? Why you acting crazy? Yo, back away from me. Not just legal sanctions, but public sanctions. Taking it like private people coming and trying to kill me. Trying to get out of this case, man.
That wasn't paranoia, that was reality. But Johnny's arrogance made things worse. He openly mocked Koreans who tried to confront him. He bragged about being punched during his streams as if it were a badge of honor. He claimed no amount of violence or punishment would ever make him change.
It makes me more jaded. Like, if you're angry about what I said on my live stream, whatever I joked and said about your culture, do you really think punching me in the face is gonna make me say, oh my God, I'm so sorry? No, it's gonna make me like, yo, this country more, these people, I don't care, I'm gonna go crazier.
Did I get punched today? Yes. It's not a day of me streaming without me getting punched. It's like, I've been punched. At this point, I think I got CTE like an NFL player. I'm diagnosed as bipolar and motherfuckers are hitting me in the head even more. I'm becoming more crazy.
To him, it was all just more fuel for the chaos. And through it all, he painted Hank as his protector. He even called Hank dangerous, saying people feared him for being unhinged and potentially violent. Whether true or not, it shows just how much power Hank had in their partnership. Now, Johnny Somali is stuck, begging for help from American politicians like Donald Trump or Marco Rubio, comparing his situation to Andrew Tate's release from Romania. But here's the thing. Why should anyone save him? Why should Americans, or even South Koreans, show sympathy after the chaos he and Hank caused? And that's the real question. Hank Yoo may not be in prison, but in the eyes of many South Koreans, he's already guilty. Guilty of disrespecting the country, guilty of enabling Johnny Somali, guilty of hiding behind excuses while throwing gasoline on every fire. So here's what I want to ask you. Should someone like Hank Yoo be allowed to walk free after everything he's done? Should Johnny Somali deserve any apology, just because he's an American citizen? Or should both of them finally face the consequences of their actions? Let me know what you think in the comments.